Good morning, good evening, um, good afternoon to everybody where you are. Many blessings to you all. Just hope the best for everybody. And that the beginning of their year is going well. There's a few things I'm gonna be covering today. One of the things is gonna be books, talking about different books, power of reading books, what it opens up for you. I'm gonna start expanding on that, but there's a lot of different books. You know, the psychology of money. You got spiritual awakening books, the Torah, um, entrepreneur books, aerospace books, robotic books, trust fund books, books about statistics, inspiration. I know not a lot of people, but some people don't like reading. That could be a problem for growth with your mind. I mean, because the more you read, it helps you see clearer and understand new things. You start understanding new things better when you're presented with something before you. Like, say if you're a new hire at work and you get a whole set of rules, and this is you haven't did a task like this ever in your life, and you're used to like being at home, not really doing much, just kind of laying down, wasting time on the phone, not doing anything else, and then you come and make that transition. It's gonna hit you hard. It's gonna take a while to master. It's gonna take a lot of time. Um, and practice does help too, but reading helps you remember better as well. Like, your memory is gonna be way better throughout the process as you um, start doing the tasks that you were assigned. Another thing is humbleness. Humbleness is very, very big. Being humble is not always easy, because when you like submit to the calling over your life and you see how like much you start to prosper. I've kind of talked about this before, but that like level of confidence you get for yourself is like top notch. And then sometimes it might make you like look down on people, like you know, I'm very humble, look at me. Like, well, you would be like, look at my life is like, wow, like I have completely submitted to my calling. And you start taking care of yourself. Maybe you get haircuts, maybe you get your nails done, maybe you get your hair done. Maybe you just join like a friend group. That group of friends, like, y'all are really clicking together good, and that's your group now. Like, all that stuff is good, but when you're on your own or when you're out, like, humbleness is such a big important thing. It's a very big thing, and it's very important to be that way, because it just helps you. It just helps you with reaching different people, learning stuff from people, learning stuff in general. You can be more patient when you're humble. You can understand a lot more stuff. You'll work more. You'll work harder. People gonna look at you like there's something different about this person. You know, you start to recognize how people are gonna look at you, and you start seeing it, and it's like you have to be aware that people are they're gonna look at you all the time. Like that's gonna happen. You have to allow yourself to come to a place where you're not insecure about you. You know, like yeah, you're gonna remember like stuff you did in the past and everything, and that's gonna come up in your brain as you are like elevating and like becoming better and stuff. But like, just I simply say, I rebuke you, Satan. Anytime a thought comes in my head, or like something crazy comes in my mind, or something while I'm like progressing, I just say, I rebuke you, Satan. Like I say it every time, and then I feel better. I feel better. Think about Jesus. He did it in the wilderness. You know, he did it in the wilderness. And he gives us a book of laws and instructions on how to defeat the world and everything in the world. So the Bible is a really resourceful tool to use with humbleness as well. And that's a book. So you're reading it. But also, I like to watch videos online, which is very beneficial because the videos that I watch, one guy, Myron Goldman, he's a great dude to watch. Um, Videos about the actual Bible chapters themselves and the scriptures. A great one is Matthew. I highly recommend Matthew. Listening to that audio. Um, Another audio that's good is Romans. Another audio that's good is Ephesians. Matthew is really good because Matthew, it talks about a lot of different practices and what they mean. Romans is very more so like, um, this is why you are how you are, and this is what happens for being that way. And Ephesians is more like to prepare yourself for like the wicked ways of this world. So those are three very good books in the Bible to read. Um, and honestly, like it will help you like getting through the day and being more patient and a lot of growth with what it does. Um, but yeah, so we got reading, listening to different audios, being humble, um, and and having that resilience to work. If you have the resilience to work, then you can conquer anything you ever like would like to conquer. Anything in this world you can conquer with resilience. Anything with resilience. That mentality to tell yourself, I'm just gonna keep going no matter what. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna keep going. I'm not gonna stop. I know what I would like for my life. I know the type of aspirations I have. I'm very in love with what I do. Or if you don't love what you do, still resilience, it builds character. It it builds character for when like you have downtime and you're like, oh, or you're around different people, and you're like, oh, like, I this is a control setting. This is not a bad environment. I'm with my friends. We're all chilling. You can be more laid back. It's a space to allow you to appreciate. You start to appreciate a lot more stuff with resilience. You definitely do. Um, as I said before, like people are gonna watch you. They're gonna see the change happening. People want to see how long it will last. That's the thing I've noticed about people. Like they want to see how long it's gonna last. How long are you gonna be this way? How long are you gonna keep walking? And that's the best time to be quiet. Like during that time when you're doing that and you're figuring it out and you're understanding what's like going on and you're preparing yourself daily to that next chapter in your life or what you would like to do. It's very important to start being quiet. I mean, and it takes time too, cause like when you first start like becoming very resilient and you're like building everything and you're doing everything, you want to tell everybody. Like you want to tell everybody like I have this this. But like somebody told me like don't like talk about your blessings to everybody. Cause some people get jealous. Some people then they'll start wanting a piece of you. Actually, a couple people have told me this, cause I've sat down with like I sit down more so with people I trust to tell them like what I have going on, and people that like are very spirit led and like grow with God and walk with God daily because they also are in tune with their spiritual gift and what they have been called to do. So it's very good to like also be connected with the right people. I've also talked about that in one of my previous videos as well, but it's so essential, like with intentionality, well, with being intentional, like it's very essential. Um, and yeah, so resilience is important, and humbleness, um, and reading, honestly, very important things to keep you going throughout this year. Just keep doing that. That's definitely going to open up new doors for you. God bless. Hope everybody has a great day, morning, afternoon, and evening.